ever think there's secret societies that know stuff about the universe, but they keep it from the rest of us? They could think he knows something.
What if every ritual we call evil now was actually a way our ancestors used to align with the universe?
Bitch, shut up!
What if the reason we feel lost is because they erased the knowledge that used to connect us to the divine?
Girl, I'm just trying to connect to this Wi-Fi.
What if heaven and hell ain't places we go when we die, but mental states we live in right now? Nigga, what are you talking about?
What if the ancestors don't speak with words, but through patterns, numbers, and people we keep running into?
Girl, my ancestors are dead.
What if the Baphomet and other symbols ain't evil, but just ancient knowledge they made us fear so we'd never unlock our own power?
Nah, you tripping.
What if the moon phases don't just affect energy, but mirror our own internal rebirth cycle we keep ignoring?
Damn, that hit harder than my last breakup.
Do you ever wonder if the stories of ancient magic and forgotten rituals came from real energy we used to understand? I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. What if the God and Satan they talk about ain't beings there, just our higher and lower selves? So it's me versus me?
How could anyone fly a 60-ton, 125-foot wide, 44-foot tall plane through this obstacle course?
The aircraft, before striking the Pentagon, reportedly executed a 270-degree downward spiral, and yet Hani Hanyour was known as a terrible pilot who could not safely fly even a small plane.
No seats, no luggage, no bodies. Nothing but bricks and limestone.
The official explanation is that the intense heat from the jet fuel vaporized the entire plane. Flight 77 had 2 Rolls-Royce engines made of steel and titanium alloy and weigh 6 tons each. It is scientifically impossible, but 12 tons of steel and titanium was vaporized by jet fuel.
We're also told that the bodies were able to be identified either by their fingerprints or by the DNA. So what kind of fire can vaporize aluminum and tempered steel and yet leave human bodies intact?
From my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. And as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you could pick up in your hand.
Shortly after the strike, government agents picked up debris and carried it off. The entire lawn was covered with dirt and gravel, so that any remaining forensic evidence was literally covered up. The videos from security cameras, which would show what really hit the Pentagon, were immediately confiscated by agents of the FBI, and the Department of Justice has to this day refused to release them. If these videos would prove that the Pentagon was really hit by a 757, most of us would assume the government would release them.
A long paper trail of alleged receipts, baby. Even I couldn't believe it when I decided to go down that rabbit hole. For starters, people have always pointed out over the years how Barack Obama mistakenly called Michelle Michael or Mike during a couple speeches and interviews. And I'm talking about this happening a few times, y'all.
Distinguished guests and men and women of the finest military in the world. Most of all, Admiral Mullen, Deborah, Michael and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack, who's
keep the noise levels up.
Want to make sure he knows we're coming, or she.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if she's got some cubs, that's when you really got to work.
Yeah. You know what my kids asked me? They said, "You got to ask the president. Does anything scare him?"
You know, well, when Michelle's mad, I get worried.
Other than this, there's how the Obamas always posted wedding pics, but no pregnancy pics or pics of the girls until 3 to 6 years old. Apparently, Michelle tries to tell the public that Malia and Sasha were conceived through IVF. But the truth is that the daughter's real mother is allegedly Dr. Anita Blanchard, who was supposedly the same doctor that delivered the Obama daughters. There are even photos of the two families vacationing together in Hawaii that made rounds, with people claiming that the real parents, Martin Nesbitt and Dr. Anita Blanchard, were always following closely behind so they could keep an eye on the Obamas. Oh, I'm just getting started, loves, because this is one hell of a rabbit hole. So based on what people dug up on the internet, there are receipts suggesting
peace to the goddess and the gods. Peace to the cosmos and the earth, man. Y'all know how I'm coming. Look, man, I don't vote. I was one of the biggest people on telling my people not to vote. You feel me? And if they did, I was just telling them, don't vote Democrat because the black people was never supposed to be Democrat. Vote Republican. You feel me? Everybody want to go crazy, go hard on me, family disown me, just all type of stupid shit. Just because I'm telling them what to do, even though I don't even indulge in this retarded shit. But just me saying that, bro, I'm telling them that we supposed to be Republican. We've been Republicans, all this shit. They never believe it. That's how brainwashed they is. But just check this out, man. Check this out.
Arrest the president. You got the evidence. That is Russian intelligence. When it rains, it pours. Did you know the new white was orange?
And the next thing I want to talk about is them diaspora wars. God damn it, every last one of you niggas, I need you in here. Get in a single file line and line up, man. Because how the hell you saying that because he African, he not you? Last time I checked, African was a title. Black, white, Hispanic, all them is titles, man. The real is always going to be about the genetics. Okay, biology. Bio means life. Ology means study of. The title is the middleman, y'all. Blocking you from seeing the truth, man. You're not. So you can't. Y'all got to get to the point to where you drop this shit. All of it. The title. Everybody want to be Aboriginal. We told a brother the other day, you know what abhor means to hate? To hate the original. And that's the reason why you saying the Africans ain't us, because you're hating on your reflection. You think that he different than you because he on a different so-called landmass. Talking about that's not the motherland America is. Last time I checked, the whole planet was that. The whole planet gives. The whole planet is feminine. The whole planet is birthing. This whole thing is the womb. It ain't no such thing as a motherland, nigga. All of it is her. So we not critically thinking, and at this point, it is sad because we're teaching children to hate on their reflection without even thinking about, nigga, you never viewed him as different until you subscribed to his system and started operating below your frequency, until you started cutting down your own trees, your own reflections, until you started thinking that this is where you get energy from, knowing full fucking well that it's connected to the ground because that's where they get the electricity from. So people talking about some grounding, you don't have to, nigga, grounding is just you understanding the flow of electricity, man. That's the reason why y'all don't see it, because you don't study science. You too busy stuck in his story, his narrative, which is quite literally programming. You're allowing yourself to be programmed. They said 12 years a slave and they got you in school for 12 years. School comes from the word skole, which means to hold back. Like, what the hell? We not critically thinking, and that's the problem. And I'm gonna say this before I end this shit, bro. We all stem from the same embryological origin. So unless somebody can explain to me how the Africans ain't us genetically, like everybody want to talk about the Africans. What about our so-called UK brothers and sisters, our so-called Australian brothers and sisters, our so-called Chilean brothers and sisters? Like, nigga, we are ubiquitous. We are ubiquitous, an amorphous species, nigga. So we on every landmass, and we biologically identify with every landmass because we are the only group of people that scientists are saying that are here through biogenesis, y'all. Everybody else is here through spontaneous generation. They're trying to figure out where the fuck the eukaryotic cell came from, the complex cell organism, because to be unicellular means for
Arrest the president. You got the evidence. That is Russian intelligence. When it rains, it pours. Did you know the new white was orange?
Don't sign your nature on shit if you don't have your nature stated within yourself. Don't pray to shit outside of yourself. There is no God but you. There is no heaven. There is no hell. You are the power which you seek. Beyond this realm, there is only peace. This is the only realm where there appears to be a problem, pain. Those are illusions. All those are tied to emotions. The fallen angels. Every single emotion is a fallen angel posing as an emotion. Zeus is Satan. Satan hides behind an emotion called pride. That's another one of his names. Understand what you are, what is your environment, what is your nature.
Now, Drake, it's one thing that you lost terribly. Just flat out got dog walk in this beef. Everybody knows that. Anybody with eyes and sense can see that and saw that. You lost, bro. And all you had to do to bounce back was just go back to being the Drake that people knew you for. The type of music that you dropped. The melody Drake. Going back to Marvin Room Drake. All you had to do was get back on that mic and start fucking spilling your heart out. And shit would have died the fuck down. But then you hit a nigga with the lawsuit. You started suing people. It's like you stood up in the casket and then you just got kicked back, like, cause all of the fuck shit you was doing afterwards. Getting another nigga tatted. Like, nigga, be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. And then to put the icing on the cake, you want to say that UK, London, got the best lyricists in the world. Drake. This is blasphemy. You speaking blasphemy. You really talking out the side of your neck. Because they pulled receipts up on you. You said who was your top 5 lyricists. And there was not a damn London rapper on there. They pulled the receipts up already, Drake. You just keep doing fuck shit. All you had to do was just go back to the music. But you was so fucking distracted, everything you was dropping was fucking trash. Before nobody say, baby girl, trash. That shit fucking trash. We want Marvin Room Drake. We want a Drake when he want acting tough, acting hard. Cause you know that's not you, Drake. You an actor. You an actor. Stay in your lane. We liked you when you stayed in your lane. When Lil Wayne told you, when you came up in this game, he told you to leave that fake shit at the house, stay in your lane. And you did not stay in your lane. Got the nerve to say London rappers. London got the best lyrical rappers in the world. How? When hip-hop started in North America. Hip-hop started in North America. And then you want to talk about what you missed. What you missed? You missed the pop out. You missed the Super Bowl. You missed the Gatorade commercial. You missed when he went to Toronto twice. You missed when the Toronto crowd was yelling, "Do it again." You missed the fucking lot. You missed when he carried all the fucking Grammys. He couldn't even carry all the Grammys and shit. You missed the fucking lot. Quit playing like you don't see what the fuck going on, nigga. Talking about some what the fuck I missed.
Oh, I put up there, the original illegals are the ones kicking out, determining who's illegal and kicking folks out. And my response from mostly Mexicans was like, hell yeah, this was our land. Viva Mexico. So as a correction, don't get it twisted. That was not to support your staying here. Okay. You need to pack and leave as well. I'm not talking to everybody. If you're a Muslim, if you were with us before all this mess started, hey, stay where you at. If you weren't and you know you weren't, stay where you at. So anyway, I just want to make it clear. Hex no, I am not supporting you. I'm not supporting anyone. I am myopic. Myopic. I only see me as in my people. The rest of y'all can go to hell or go home. Either way, get the hell out of my land. Excuse my language, but I am so sick of watching all these other people trying to determine who gets to stay on my land, refusing to leave. Every child born in America is American. You're not from here. You don't get to say that. That's the part that bothers me so much. I wish other Moors would start checking these folks so they won't even bother opening their mouth. Because you know how that I can't even do it. The black woman neck, how nobody wants to see that. Moors need to adopt that as our attitude so people will stop trying to claim our stuff. They're really stopping trying to tell us who we are. Because me personally, I just turn it back. Oh, you get to tell me I'm African? Now I get to tell you who you are. That usually ends the conversation. Because I guess they missed the memo. Be magnanimous. I'm just assuming they missed the memo. So anyways, just to make sure y'all know, all y'all need to leave. Go home. You have a flag. That flag is attached to a land. Go there. I'm not sure why you think you get to have yours and mine. I have a huge problem with that, and I'm going to say so every chance I get until y'all leave. I'm going to make sure you're as uncomfortable as you made me feel on my own land. That's my mission.
Melanin ain't just skin deep. It's a divine tech. It's an antenna connecting you to source. And that's the part that they don't want you to know. Look, man, melanin absorbs light, sound, and vibration. You want to know why your intuition be on point most of the time? That's because melanin communicates with the universe, picking up signals, knows without words. Your ancestors encoded wisdom into your DNA. It's literally memory passed down through our bloodlines. Like, just think about this. When you hear drums, sounds of the beat, when you eat fruit or sunbathe, you feel something real. And that's because you unlocking the codes. Data unlocking simultaneously. They want you disconnected from source. They want you disconnected from the sun, from nature. That's why they got us eating all these low vibrational foods. That's why they got us in the house watching these programs all day, sitcoms and motherfucking binge watching, or either just in the house scrolling on our phones all day. That's the reason. But when you charge up under the sun, when you fasting, eating the right stuff, and meditating, your body gonna go back to the ancient tech that it was designed to be. Listen up. Your body is a temple. Your DNA is the scrolls. Your melanin is an antenna. You're not just black. You're a cosmic creation. So let's start acting like it. You feel me? Comment divine down below if you feeling this way. If you feel this video. Or tag somebody who needs to see this, man. Positive energy always creates elevation.
A, avoid negative sources, people, places, things, and bad habits. B, believe in yourself. C, consider things from every angle. D, don't give up and don't give in. Don't let a damn thing get you down. E, enjoy life today. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow never comes. F, family and friends are hidden treasures. Talk to them and enjoy their riches. G, give more than you plan to give each day. H, hang on to your dream. I, ignore the bullshit. J, just do it. K, keep on trying no matter how hard it may seem, it will get easier. L, love yourself first and most, love God always. M, make it happen. N, never let them see you sweat. O, open your eyes and see everything around you. P, practice make perfect. Q, quitters never win and winners never quit. R, read, learn, study about everything important in your life. S, stop procrastinating. T, take control of your own destiny. U, understand yourself first so that you can better understand others. V, visualize it. W, wanting more than anything. X, you already marked your spot in the world. Y, you are unique of all God's creation, no one can replace you. Z, zero in on your target and go for it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
In modern Jewish history, and it begins with 3 words. Dear Lord Rothschild.
Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet.
Why was it that this letter was sent by the Foreign Secretary to your great-uncle Walter?
It's an interesting question because it was primarily a movement from Eastern Europe, but they didn't clarify who was in charge of that movement. And in addition, it was after all in Great Britain. So they felt that the Rothschild family should be the one to whom it was addressed. And Walter was Lord Rothschild, and he was a Zionist. With favour the establishment of Palestine as a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavours to facilitate the achievement of this object, it being clearly understood that nothing should be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights and political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country.
It is the Balfour Declaration. What do you feel when you see it here?
I genuinely feel it's one of the most extraordinary moments in the history.
This is a water intake station on Lake Michigan. 2 miles out, Chicago's the shoreline. As the narrative goes, in 1865, they went out 2 miles and dug the coffer dam 65 feet through water and then 200 feet through sediment to a tunnel that would go 2 miles back into the mainland. Oh, the impossibilities, but here is the reality. Water intake stations before the water, not after, before the water. And I can promise you, all the different cartographers did not miss the largest body of fresh water on Earth. And with these lakes that are so great were quarried lighthouses, and they are everywhere on the Great Lakes. that none show up before the early 1800s. Enter the list of shipwrecks that dot the Great Lakes. The first recorded and documented, the 1816 Invincible. Not one township or settlement around the shores of the Great Lakes are any older than the early 1800s, and you don't find that suspicious.
We got this issue where who actually started the United States of America? That was in 1777. We keep thinking, when people say our founding fathers and all that, they thinking Albions. But those people were melanated. We show proof of that in several of our videos. The original people of the land were melanated. Then when you're talking about the so-called founding fathers, those are melanated. Why is it that y'all think George Washington was the first president when there were many presidents before George Washington in what we call the Continental Congress? The Continental Congress started in 1777. And then it went on up until 1789, which is when George Washington came in 13 years later. Well, why is it that we're not talking about that time period? Well, because there was a lot of melanated presidents in there, if not all of them. They were Moors. Well, who were the Moors?
This is the soil of Florida, not Africa, not Europe, not no damn fantasy. This the mark of Moctezuma. We ain't never been no damn slaves. We was prisoners of war, and y'all still out here claiming that title like it's your birthright. You know where the word slave come from? Slavic, from over there, Slavonia. You from there? Nah, you from right here, from these lands. Moctezuma's blood, the sovereigns of Anahuac. So get it through your head, you royalty, not no damn slave. The true sovereigns of these lands. Y'all better get it right. Look at all that. All this land. That's ours. We've been here.
They built this on stolen land, tried to hide the roots, cover the soil with lies. But we still here. They call me a Moor, but I am not from across the Atlantic. I am of this land, Saturiona.
So tell me, where ICE gon' deport you when you from right here, huh? The clouds. Ain't no borders when this whole land your inheritance. So get it through your head, you royalty, not no damn slave. Y'all gon' get it one way or another. We ain't never been no damn slaves. We ain't going nowhere neither. This the mark of Moctezuma, of Anahuac.
of the true sovereigns of these lands. Y'all better get it right.
Ain't no borders when this whole land your inheritance. They gon' deport you back to your own soil. Now let that marinate.
The moon is just past full. Did y'all know that that's the power phrase for reflection and release? Meditate on your wins. Journal whatever you're trying to release. Charge up your moon water or your crystals. Move gently. Paint. Cook something. Honor your emotions at this time. That's what the Wayne and Gibbons is for. So tag somebody down below or send this video to somebody who need to hear this.
I cried when I had to let my children go, but I was like, I love y'all, but I gotta get this shit my everything. I love y'all though. Hey, I love y'all. Hey, but one thing I can't do, Mills, I can't live with myself wondering what would have happened if I only would have tried. I gotta give it an arm and a leg. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
We wanted to get money from banks. We didn't want to get money from people. And we learned how to play the bank game. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of people here, you know, they street, we didn't want to give out that information because we felt like niggas would mess up the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. You know, niggas is on it, but they don't do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to give y'all a key thing for y'all to look up. We play the account receivable game. Learn what an account receivable is. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you know what it is because you're a businessman. You got a business. Mm-hmm. But what we was doing, you know, in our culture, we are taught debt is bad. You understand what I'm saying? We taught that in our culture. So everybody don't want no debt. They scared of debt. They scared of banks. That's why everything is cash. Cash transactions. You see niggas with yeah, I got cash. You feel me? But to me, I don't like cash. I'm not a cash guy. I'm a card guy. Like I got over 100 business cards, no cap. You feel me? So I play a different type of game. You know what I'm saying? Like I got access to damn near $1 million in business credit cards, all with my name on it. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't no scam. It's all with my name, my real government name on it. You feel me? So I want you to understand that. So when I tell you I got like right now, I got like 31 account receivables. You feel me? So now imagine you borrowed against all 31. And now imagine you getting multiple loans on all 31 and you just managing the debt. See, I'm giving some free game right now. I'm giving some jewels, but they got to do their research or they got to tap in with me if they want to understand more of what I'm saying. But anybody that's serious about changing their financial situation definitely need to understand the 4 types of credit. And then they need to understand it's only 3 ways to increase income: credit, debt, and productivity.
I bet you we go to whoop their ass. I bet you shit change, nigga. I bet we go to whoop their ass. I bet you shit change, nigga. You hear me, nigga? I bet you the police stop acting like they can joke because they gonna motherfucking treat you any kind of way they want to when you start getting back on and getting down on their bitch ass too. I bet you they do. I bet you they moving some respect around this bitch, nigga. Facts, nigga. Every time the police pull a nigga over, what if we just start pulling over? Imagine you riding down the street, and when you see the police pull somebody over, 10 to 20 cars of us just pull over. Cause it ain't like we don't ride fast and see shit. Niggas just be like, man, like, shit, they ain't on me. Shit, I'm glad they ain't on me today. Let me keep going. Nigga, that's scary as hell. Nigga, we need to start patrolling their ass. Nigga, better clean out every time they got one of us pulled over. Nigga, we pulling up, all cars pulling up, we move. What's going on, officer? Especially knowing how they do it. Hold on. What's going on? Everything cool over here? You know what I'm saying? We can't get out the car and just ask questions, and we civilians. As soon as you get out the car, they gonna get aggressive. They gonna start reaching for shit. We just trying to see what's going on over here. We can't walk over here and see what's going on. Y'all have a record with the public for us to be able to walk over here and see what's going on. Right. As soon as niggas bail out the truck, hey, where everything cool, they gonna draw first. they gonna make it more than what it is. See what I'm saying? Then we gonna draw back, and then there we go. You see what I'm saying? That's real life shit, though. Nigga, we done tried everything with them but war. So how is war not the answer, nigga? Then what's the answer, nigga? Tell me the answer, nigga. And don't tell me no peace, nigga, because they came in peace. They came in peace, nigga. When they get off them ships and they came out the Caucasus Mountains, nigga, through portals, nigga, we come in peace, nigga. And we fell for it, nigga, and that's how we got here now. Because they came in peace. Don't you ever forget it, nigga. Talk about we peaceful. Nigga, the only peace that we know is positive energy, always creates elevation. That's cosmic shit. That's with us, Anunnaki. Here, as far as with them, nigga, ain't no peace, nigga. It's war, nigga. All the blood motherfuckers is spilled on our watch, nigga. Ain't no peace, nigga. Don't come on that peace shit now, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You see, there's two seals here. This is the only nation with a two-sided seal. This seal you see here with the pyramid is the seal of our ancestors and our federal government that we had set up in here in this hemisphere going way back. This is the seal of the 6 European tribes that we allowed to set up here. That is why above our seal says Annuit Coeptus. He had favored our undertaking. I mean, it was our federal government here that was already established, what they call Iroquois Confederacy, so on and so forth, was already established, that taught them the science of government and allowed them to set up here. And you see this flag has 6 white stripes and 7 red. And the elders taught us that those 6 white stripes stands for the British, the Irish, the Scottish, the French, the Dutch, and the German. The 6 European tribes that we allowed to set up here. And all they had initially was the eastern seaboard. The rest was ours. The elders also told us some things. Now, I know this is going to sound crazy, but do the research and you're going to be surprised at what you find. The elders told us that the original Nile was here. Old man Mississippi. The Missouri being a blue and the Ohio being a white. Until this day, where them two come together, there's a city there called Cairo to this day. And that area is called Little Egypt. Then you go down into what the elders taught us was Alabama and so on and so forth being Lower Egypt. Then you get into Memphis, Tennessee, the Memphite theology. Kentucky, King Tut. And then you start to look a little further, and then you find out that there was an archaeological cover-up involving the Smithsonian Institute, where they found thousands and thousands of artifacts. They found artifacts showing human beings contemporary with dinosaurs. A lot of this information they put on ships and dumped into the Atlantic Ocean. Some of it they got still in hidden chambers that they say you can't go in it because it got asbestos and it's unsafe. There's a part of the Grand Canyon where they have all Egyptian names, Tet, Osiris, Isis, and they got that part blocked off. They said it's too dangerous for the people to go there. To this day, this exists. The elders, I'm just hitting a number of different points because there's so much to this. You know, I've done over 15,000 hours of research. I nearly sleep in libraries. I live in libraries. This is the reason why I started publishing the books I have back there, because I have so much stuff in my library, and it's hard to get, it's hard to find. So I said, let me just make it available. And they're all $3, $4, and $5 to make these bits and pieces available because these are important missing links. The history that we have now was mainly concocted around the period of 1854 to 1865. I should say it was really perfected during that time, and it involved a man by the name of Horace Greeley.
Peace to the goddess and the gods. Peace to the cosmos and the earth, man. Let's look at this shit. All depictions, not real pictures, but these people don't even look similar. Like, this is all supposed to be one person. Columbus. These niggas don't even look alike, man. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Maybe the nose. I'm starting to think this nigga wasn't even a real person, man. I don't even think dog was a real person. Man, they ain't got no pictures in there. I know there wasn't no cameras back then. They did have camera obscures though. The obscure or the painting or the drawing or whatever is gonna look the same. Why are these niggas all look different?